Yesterday, man, did y'all see the hands off protest? Did some of y'all attend? What are your thoughts about the protest yesterday? How peaceful it went? And the protest, I know most of y'all know why we had the protest, but let me know if you attended the hands off protest on yesterday, and what's your thoughts about it? Do you think it will make a difference? Do you see it as being successful? What's your thought about the protest? It was held in all 50 states, and from what I see, every state was blowed out. Every state, people came out. So people are feeling some type of way with all that's going on in this country. And I think the recent tariffs, was kind of the last straw because people losing money, the 401ks, this is something that they can see. They can see their retirement. They can look and see that their money is less. So people are like, nah, you doing all this and then you still playing with our money. So that's where they at. But did any of y'all attend the hands off march? Or did you see it on TV? And what's your thoughts about it? Do you think it was a success? Me personally, protest is part of democracy. You can come out and protest if you like, and we have a right to do that, or you have a right to do that. So to me, I think it was democracy at its finest. People came out, they didn't start fires or burn nothing down. It was peaceful. Their voice was heard, they had their signs, and people are upset with all that's going on with the country. And I think the last straw is the tariffs. Because guess what? When we talk about price of eggs, high prices at the grocery store, that stuff about to go up. So yeah, man, and it's a good thing people, man, standing up in this way. I like it because what some people would like to see is us go out there and just act a fool and bust windows, turn over cars. No, no, they want to do that because they want to crack our heads, shoot us, lock us up. But I do personally think that it was a success at the march. Please listen. His name is Please Listen. He said it's going to get worse. Yeah, things will get more expensive. That's what I'm saying. The hands off. That's just the beginning. That's just one day, man, throughout all 50 states, and it was a big turnout. The next thing, I'm going to come back to this hands off thing, but I also want to talk about, there's a legal term, I don't know if anybody heard of it, but it's called the fruit of the poisonous tree. Have anybody heard of that term? Okay, this is what the fruit of the poisonous tree meaning. It's used legally in court. So say like if law enforcement's going to somebody's home without a search warrant, right? Which is an illegal search. And they find, let's say, drugs or weapons or whatever it may be. They find something. The person is guilty of what they done found it in the house. But if the attorney files what's called the fruit of the poisonous tree, meaning for them to find it, the whole tree was poisonous. And the fruit, meaning the stuff that they found, is poisonous as well. So because, yeah, he had the illegal stuff, he had this, and he should be sent to jail, but the tree of crime bears bitter fruit. Right. King, thank you. It said the tree of crime bears bitter fruit. So that case will get thrown out because of this illegal search. Right? But let me make this correlation. Right now we have a president who you can say is a poisonous tree. President Trump and his administration. Bear with me now. Bear with me. I know some might not agree. But with all the attacks that people see, whether it's the firing of the federal employees, messing with veterans benefits, attack on Medicaid, Medicare, tax on Social Security, the education department, sending people out of the country. As we know, there's a known American who got sent out with that group because they didn't get due process. So now we have a president who can be considered the poisonous tree. Now everything that he does will be looked at sideways because they're gonna be looking at that as the fruit that's coming from this poisonous tree. That's why the tariffs was really like the last straw in some people's minds. Right now you got Elon Musk whispering to Trump saying, Trump, come on, man, you hurting us. And other economists are telling Trump, hey, Trump, chill out, man. You're making it bad for Americans. I know you arrogant and you want to prove a point, but listen, man, the power is in you. You can turn this off right now if you want to. King said he gaslight his whole voter base and they still defend him. Yeah, it's sad. But in a way, it's like he's the poisonous tree, and it's sad that he's going to lose trust in American citizens. So everything he do is going to look like, as soon as he do something, people are going to be looking at him sideways now. Even some of his base, because now they are sick and tired. As Burton Gamer says, we voted for this. I don't think anybody voted for this. They may voted for him saying he gonna lower the prices of groceries. And I think that was the catch. The promises that he made. And then the lies that he did, like not knowing about Project 2025. That's what people voted for. Gilded Onyx. They said, why would he change? He's 78 years old. Our government isn't stopping him. He has free reign. That's a good question, man. Why would he change? But, you know, something, but Obama, there was some other people that said it too. They said the power is in the people, but that's something that we know. And the hands-off march was an exercise of the people and their voices being heard. Because Gilded Onyx is some people in his administration and Congress, you know, they are afraid. Because if they come out and say something, you know they're going to be attacked. So yeah, we looking at them, y'all should stop it, or they should do this. Some of them are not, they don't have the courage, man, because why? They got families, they got bills, and they don't want their career hurt either. So they're just going to sit back and let this happen. You hear me, Gilded Onyx? He said, I voted for Harris, who actually had plans and policies that would help us. Yeah, I agree with that. I'm not necessarily a Democrat, but I did not vote for him at all. And especially, we was warned, right? But we didn't know it was going to go down like this. Even in the warnings, people didn't think it was going to be this bad as it is now. Thank you, X-King. I appreciate you, man. Listen, man, try to be respectful on this thing. Gilded Onyx said, I voted for Harris. I think we can all at this point, man, nobody want to point fingers at the other, but at this point, we can be honest and say President Trump is not good for the country. And then, you know, like they showing him on the news and they're like, Trump, what you going to do? He like, well, it's going to hurt a little bit. And he's still, you know, going to move forward with all that he's doing instead of saying, listen, man, because it's hurting Americans so bad, and we ain't felt the half of it yet. But he should be saying, since it's hurting Americans so bad, I'm going to fall back and try to think of something else because American citizens are important to me. But by not doing that, what it says to me, President Trump don't care nothing about American citizens. President Trump going to be all right. Some of his billionaire friends going to be all right. Yeah, they're going to lose billions if it continue, but they still going to be able to pay their bills, spend money, They still gonna be able to do that, all that kind of stuff. So that's the thing, man. That's why I say, man, let's get out of this Democrat, Republican, independent thing. It's the billionaires and it's the American citizens. And what I saw with the hands-off march, that was American citizens speaking loud and clear, man, that they fed up with the way this government is doing. And then they're attacking professors. Did y'all see that now they're attacking students? President Trump and them attacking students. Students that they say might have said something positive for Palestinians. But that's freedom of speech. There's a guy from over Sudan that played for Duke. They say he in jeopardy right now. But that's the government we live in, man. We're not used to that. And as they were saying during the campaign, we shouldn't be going back. We should be moving forward, man. We should have compassion for human lives. And then you ship a few hundred people out. You send a few, exactly, King, exactly. Let me see. My parents voted for Harris, but they are clearly still Trump supporters. They thought that it would make our family feel better about them, but now they just look dishonest. Ooh, that's a strong point. You said they voted for Harris, but they down with Trump. Okay. They thought it would make our family feel better about them, but now they just look like dishonest. Okay. But what I'm saying is, with all that's going on, the attacks on, like, nobody's safe right now, whether you're a reporter, professor, you're a student. Trump and them ain't playing. So for those who watch NCAA, the basketball and all that, man, is a black guy, well, he from Africa. He's going to mess around and lose his visa under this administration because they chopping visas. They not playing. If you're from certain countries, they say they chopping it. And these are people that's coming over here. They just come over here to get an education. But we locking up professors. We got an American citizen, right? We got an American citizen by the name of Garcia. I'm going to just use his last name. He's over in El Salvador prison. He was a working man. He got a wife and kids. But they sent him out to the country. It was proven in court, right? You know what Trump administration told them now? We made a mistake, is what they said. But he's in El Salvador now, and there's nothing we can do. But the judge told President Trump that he has till today to get him back. But they still saying we're not bringing him back. He in El Salvador is out of our jurisdiction. This is my thing. If you as president accidentally sent somebody over somewhere to this dangerous prison, you should do everything in your power to get that man back home to his family. Because what if that man get harmed there? How would you feel about that? Brenda, welcome to the chat. Thank you for your comment. Hey, Tyler, listen, man, we passed that Democrat-Republican thing. Did you not see the marches yesterday? These weren't a lot of red states, man. See, that's what Trump wants us to do, be Democrat. It's right and wrong, man. These are American citizens with some of the stuff. So don't just be stuck with Democrats and Republicans, man. Because some of the stuff that Trump is doing will affect you. I'm not even going to tell Republicans to denounce Trump. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying, be honest with everything that's going on. And these tariffs are tearing us up. You know what? Gilded Onyx, you made a strong point. You said they can't find criminal records for 75% of the people they sent to prison. Because they don't. They just doing what they want to do. Why? Because they're strong enough to do it. And when you give somebody who's going to be irresponsible, disrespectful, that much power, we in trouble, man. They can accidentally send me today over there, and there's no way I can get back because they're not going to help you get back. And that prison might not let you out. So we in some sad times. Anthony Oswald, it's been a lot of stuff people doing, but I didn't want to get stuck on Democrats and Republicans. Did you not see Corey stand up for 25 hours? Do you not see Bernie Sanders and AOC out there doing these marches to stop this government? There's a lot of stuff going on, but the power is in the people, man. And don't sit back, right, and silently watch what's going on or continue to defend this man knowing that he's violating human rights. He's going against the Constitution, even sending some of these people out. And then the tariff should have been the last straw for some of y'all, man. The tariff should have been the last straw because now you really see that he don't care nothing about you. President Trump don't care nothing about American citizens. Froggy said, I swear Trump is watching this to see who is going on his hit list. Yeah, he ain't playing the radio, man. But I don't fear me personally, I don't fear nobody but the Most High God. And would it be, let it be. The thing is, man. Okay. Hey, make sure y'all read the community guidelines because your comment will be held up if you're talking crazy. So I see somebody comment got held up. I'm not releasing it. So basically, man, we're in a society that we got a government that's, because if it was the other side and Barack Obama or somebody else was going against anybody who disagreed with him, people would be upset. If Obama had an all black administration, people would be upset because Trump has an all white administration. Tyler Wolf said, I don't like Trump, but the Dems ain't trying to stop him. Right. What you want to see how Trump and them did storming the Capitol? I don't think you're going to see that on the other side. So yeah, Trump and them, they would bum rush. They probably would do something different, but you won't see that on the other side because their strategy is a little bit different. Even for the marches and all that, it was set up by somebody. Tyler said, so you do nothing? Hey, Tyler, I was saying, they are doing a little this and a little that. But they can't fight. They can't go in there, you know what I'm saying? They can't do how Trump would do or how he would encourage his group to do. It's too little. You're right. It should be a lot more done. I'm agree with you wholeheartedly. We should do more, but they do say the power is in the people and by the people coming out. And that's another thing too, in addition to marching, protesting, speaking, whatever, watch where you spend your dollar because that hurts the most. We should not be spending our dollars recklessly. See, we got too lax. Thank you, Gilded Onyx. Yeah. But I think he's talking about the politicians. He's talking about the politicians, though. Hey, Tyler Wolf, explain that. I think I got it, but explain that for people on here can understand what you're saying. He said Trump does for his base, the Democrats do for the party. Sandy, I understand what you're saying, and I feel you partially. We can't just hide and watch because it's gonna get so bad if Trump is continue to reign as he's doing now, he'll come after some people. So we can sit back and watch and say, yeah, we're gonna stay out the way, just watch it play out. I don't know if that's gonna be the case, man, because he can come up with an executive order and then he'll come get you. So yeah, I understand what you're saying. Maybe we shouldn't lead, but I can't say just hide and watch. Help me out, Sandy Hardy. So I don't know about that one. But I do, man. I'm excited when I saw that hands-on protest and they showed state by state by state people standing in solidarity, man. You lost health insurance under Obama. I'm sorry to hear that. You couldn't get the Affordable Care Act. Said we need to drop to defend the police attacking their base. He said, let me go back. Tyler said, Democrats said we need to drop to defend the police attacking their base. Where did you get that, man? Because, hold on. Listen, that's what I tell y'all. Y'all talking Democrats. I think from here on, moving forward, yeah, it's going to continue to be Democrats and Republicans, but people are not caught up with that. That's why Bernie Sanders is an independent, if you care to check it. So, and there's some Republicans also was in those marches. Because what it is now, this is what it really is the billionaire party, the billionaires, and then it's the American citizens. It ain't as much Democrats and Republicans as it once was. Maybe MAGA, that's a whole different thing. But I'm going to go back to Sandy. Oh, Sandy said the Obama coverage was horrible, so they just went to savings. So, but don't that hurt when you got to go to the doctor, Sandy? Was that good for you? Did it? Because you still don't have insurance. Let me know, Sandy. You said you dropped it because the coverage was horrible. Tyler Wolf, no, Bernie Sanders do not want. Bernie Sanders believe in like social programs to help people. You talking about that? He don't want it to continue how it is because right now, you talking about how Trump got it or how? What are you saying, Tyler? Chronic illness. Sorry to hear that, Sandy. In life, man, it's about hard choices, man. I can only speak for me and mine. Like you can speak for you and yours when it come to that insurance. Supernatural UO. Would you want to explain to you? It says explain to him honestly, not with rage. Oh, Sandy Hardy, you got to go to the doctor, man. I don't know how old you are. You ain't got to say it on here, but you got to go to the doctor so they can catch stuff before it get bad. Don't just ignore it. That's my words to you, Sandy. Don't just ignore it. Tyler Wolf said he still ignores the base, the black vote. You speaking of Bernie Sanders, Trump, or who? I think you're talking about Bernie on that. Sandy Hardy said, God's been paying my rent for 4 years. Wow. Bernie. That's what I thought you was talking about, Bernie. I think a lot of stuff after this is going to have to be restructured and changed a little bit because everybody, I ain't going to use the word woke because people try to demonize that term, but people are paying closer attention to the stuff that's going on. So yeah, I think stuff going to be totally different, man, or at least restructured. People gonna want more. They gonna ask for more, and they're gonna require more from their politicians. Sandy said it's not about politics, it's about God. That's a fact. That's a fact. Ooh, Tyler, you said it. But listen, though, Tyler said you either woke or sleep. Listen, that's my thing. But they demonize the word woke. You can't even say woke because they think you talking about some black thing or some scary thing. So you got to be careful when you say words, certain words around certain people. You got to be really careful when you say certain words around certain people because they done took words, they done hijacked words, and he's woke or she's woke. That means you're a radical or whatever they try to, stereotype you to be. But that's where we at. But I like what you said, that you said you're the woke. Supernatural. Only thing you got to hear is an H. And I ain't promised to get everyone. So Supernatural said, notice he skipped my honest question. That's what these brainwashed Democrats. I'm not a Democrat, man. I'm an American citizen. And I ain't going to tolerate your disrespect. I'll block you off of here. Just a reminder to my peoples, man. Everybody so far, besides my man, has been respectful. So continue to be respectful, man. If you got something to bring to the table, bring it to the table. You're welcome. Look up. Look up higher. What do you mean? Okay. Higher than the H. Okay. I just told you about, my people, what's happening? I want to welcome everybody, man, to the live, man. I was talking about the hands-off march, man. The marches in the 50 states. I was talking about the hands-off march. In my opinion, I want to ask y'all, what's your thoughts about those marches? Do you think they were successful? To me, I think it was, democracy working. Citizens out, nobody's bum rushing. Dog said no. Much respect. Yeah, he reread my question and choose to ignore it again. Thanks for proving my point. All right, peace out, Supernatural. I ain't got time for that. But what I'm saying is, to me, man, those marches is going good. They went good. They was peaceful. Nobody had to. It's my people, not yours. Okay. Whatever. I don't really understand what you're saying. But anyway, to me, the marches or protests were successful. People came out. I'm going to block Supernatural. Hey, Supernatural, go ahead and retract that, man, before I block you. I'm giving you one chance to retract that, or you're going to be blocked. All right, I got you. Go back. I'm going to block this dude. Hold on. Oh, there it go. Listen, man, make sure when you come on this live that you read the community guidelines, man. I ain't got time to play. I'm trying to talk to people, somebody that can use what I'm saying to their benefit. I ask that you stay on topic, man. Be respectful. All this name calling, I ain't going to be tolerating it. But I appreciate y'all coming, man. Thank you. As I was talking about, man, them hands-off marches, man, was a beautiful thing. You seen people coming out because they tired of Donald Trump and his antics, man. People are tired of the nonsense. Bog Z said, what are you guys marching against? They march against everything that's going on, even far as the tariffs, how this president don't even care about American citizens enough to say, hold on, this gonna hurt Americans so bad, I'm gonna hold on. They not finding fraud and waste. And I'm glad, Boggs, I'm glad you brought up fraud and waste. Let me tell you where the fraud and waste is at. The true fraud and waste is Donald Trump and Elon Musk. Elon Musk, he getting all these government contracts but you want to fire these workers. He making $8 million a day. Do you also know that when Trump go golfing, like he was golfing the other day, when the stock market was crashing, he bills the government for your tax money. Every time at his own place, when he's golfing, he's billing taxpayers to pay for that. And he's charging top dollar with no discount. That's the fraud and waste. Hey, I'm not obligated to read. If y'all want something read, highlight it. If you don't get read, you don't get read. I ain't promised nobody I'm reading everything. I'm reading what I want to read. Due to long-time goals of bringing all product creation back to self-reliance. Hey, all that self-reliance stuff sound good. That stuff take 3 to 5 years. What are Americans going to do in the meantime? So don't. That's something Fox News tell y'all. Hey, PWY, you said they were marching for trans. Listen, man, I know your administration teach y'all to hate people. I ain't got no hate for no trans. I ain't got hate for no white people. I don't hate Mexicans, immigrants, whatever y'all want to call them. I don't practice that hate. But that's something that your administration has been teaching y'all. We already got hate in this country with white supremacy and the Klans and all that. It's easy to hate somebody else, man. That's the easiest thing to do, man. He golfing on your dime, though. While people losing their 401k, he golfing. And while he golfing, he billing American citizens. The government pays for that at his hotel. He not saying I'm not going to charge y'all. When he have people come over and they stay in Mar-a-Lago, he bill that to the government, man. But Fox News ain't going to tell you that. Conservative radio is not going to tell you that. That's the fraud and waste is President Trump and Elon Musk. Y'all better wake up. Hey, man, go back. Hey, Mac, go back and watch Ronald Reagan speak about tariffs in general. It's going to take 3 to 5 years to even bring these manufacturers and build them and get them started. So don't just think about that. Do you, Mike Masterson, do you have the numbers? Because it already been fact checked. The numbers that Trump put on that billboard that he had, they said they don't know where he got those numbers because they're not true. But see, y'all keep listening to Fox and they lie to y'all. And this president, all he does is lie, lie, lie. So the numbers he gave y'all were lies that he put on the chart about the tariffs and we're going to reciprocal. All he does is lie. So where did you find the numbers? Did you get the real numbers? And where did you find them? Because the true economist said they don't know where he came up with the figures. It's strategic for him. Boggs said it's strategic for lower the interest rate. Well, the man said, the Fed said he not lowering nothing. He got to see what's going to happen right now. They said Duke and Gall. Yeah. Of course, he said he was. I saw they said he was doing good. I don't know. I ain't see him. John, you said it's in paper, actual documents. Them documents are false, man. This is the only president that don't want you fact checking nothing. Because he know his base. Y'all, he ain't got a fact check for y'all. He just say it and y'all go with it. That's sad. That is very sad, man. Don't give him a pass like that. Fact check that man. Only way you see him going on TV the most of the time, he go on Fox News. That's the fake news because if you have not known, they were the newscast that got sued for $700 million for fake news, for lying, misleading people. And that's what he do with y'all. Y'all, I'm not saying don't watch Fox News, but don't let Fox News and conservative radio be your base. because you're going to be lost in the sauce. Hey, Matt, but can't we walk and chew gum at the same time? Matt said short-term solutions lead to long-term issues. He could have fixed this, and kept things going while thinking of the long term, considering American citizens. But you don't do this on the backs of American citizens. Only people crying is the people that didn't vote for him. It's people that voted for him and they see the picture. Why? Because they open their eyes and they see it. If y'all want to continue to be blind, more power to you. The people that was marching, protesting, some of them voted for him. Some of the people who got fired from the federal government, they voted for him. Some of the veterans who lost their jobs and losing benefits, they voted for him. Some of them teachers or people that work for the education department, some of them voted for him. So everybody not satisfied, man. Open your eyes, man. John said improper spending, insider training. Hey, BOGZ, stop lying. This is for a fact. They are losing their 401k. You come on here, you come correct. This is something I know for a fact. You can go on the computer and look at your 401k or look at your retirement. You don't know that people losing their 401k? They've been losing it since he came in. The white supremacists are some of the people he let out. Some of the people that stormed the Capitol. You ever heard of the KKK? These are real organizations, man. Get your head out the sand. Do you know David Dukes, Trump's right-hand buddy? Because he support Trump, Trump support him, they support one another. So either you lying to yourself, trying to lie to me, or you got your head in the sand. Matt, the problem is not golfing. He's golfing on his resort and he's charging money to pay his resort. But y'all don't, everything he do, y'all continue to give him a pass. Like y'all can't think for yourself. And I know you're not allowed to disagree with him. He done told y'all that. You disagree with him, he's gonna chop your head off. They didn't save no $2 billion. See, y'all come up with these fake numbers, man. When you get off, go do your research, write it down, and come back tomorrow and present your stuff, man. Because he didn't save nobody nothing, not no billions. Elon Musk tried to lie initially and say 8 billion. We found 8 billion. And when they fact checked him, it was 8 million. And now you can't even fact check on his website. The Doge website is a joke. Why? Because every grant that they got put up there, it doesn't have a number where you can follow it. The grant is not even attached with a number. You can't even fact check him any longer after they prove he was lying. It's going to take a while, but should we just never address these issues? I say we address them, but don't do it it's like he haphazard it. You don't do it on the backs of American citizens, man. If you really think you got issues, you want to really bring plants, then at the same time, you bring these plants. But doing this, everybody's telling them, all the people that's smarter than me and you as far as economy, the real smart people, they telling them, Trump, chill, man. You hurting Americans. But Trump's so arrogant and selfish, man. He just gonna do what he do. Somebody said 44 billion. That's a $44 billion line. Hey, man, stay on topic. We're not talking about Biden because everything right now is because of Trump. When they leaked that information, that's President Trump. It ain't about fixing the issue. It's about if y'all claim you're going to bring, I'm talking to you, Matt. The claim you bringing manufacturers back over there, take the time and do that. But don't just hurt American citizens, because in the United States, maybe not in other countries, because they run dictatorships, they run different forms of government. But in the United States, President Trump is trying to do stuff on the back of regular Americans, while not having, he done made it where his billionaire buddies ain't gonna have to pay taxes. So if you want to start somewhere, he should have started with the billionaires, because they got the money, they can afford it. Regular American citizens can't afford what's happening right now. And neither can you or I, to be honest. Because guess what? Your clothes are going to go up. Gas is going up. Them eggs y'all was crying about going to go up. Groceries are going up. If you buying a new car, prices going up, man. And I know y'all diehard Trumpettes and MAGA, but I'm just saying, you got to be honest with yourself, man. When you go in your house, you and your wife, your girlfriend, or whoever, and y'all count them pennies, it's because of your president, Trump, the one y'all voted for. Just be honest, man. Timothy, just talk about the issues. That's going to be my warning, or you're going to get blocked. If it's all right for you, let it be all right with you. But you can't lie, because numbers don't lie. And right now, numbers say it ain't all right. Y'all just saying that because y'all voted for this clown. Regina P. Very good point. She says, I love how people on here talking about we voted for this. Remember when you cannot get enough groceries and suddenly you have no money? Maybe you'll lose your job. See, it's sad. That's what it takes for some people, man. All you got to do is open your eyes and see what's in front of us. Stuff is bad. The professionals, the experts are saying it's bad and it's going to get worse. We're not badgering you because you voted for this man, but I'm saying, be honest with yourself. It's real bad. Y'all complain and said y'all voted for Trump because of the price of eggs. That's what y'all said, most of y'all. You know, when they did the polls and all that. How is that working is my question to y'all. Steve B said Trump is the GOAT. John said, hey, John, stay on topic, man. I know y'all try to go wiggle here and wiggle there. Talk about this incompetent president and this incompetent administration. Let's stay right there. Don't point fingers at, well, George Washington said. We staying on topic today, man. Please. No Bars Chippy said, fun and games. Take a look at the stock. It's on a 4-year wait. It's on a 4-year low. Wait longer than 4 years. Hold. Okay. People saying hold your stock. I guess they talking about your stock. John said while Hawaii was burning down. Let's talk about now, man. Steve B. Steve B. Wow, you just embarrassed yourself on here and don't even know it. Steve B said all Trump spits are facts. That tells that you brainwashed, man, that you're a Trumpet. And it's sad because all Trump does is lies. It's been proven. That's why he tried to ban reporters from asking him certain questions. All he does is lies, man. It's just facts. Regina P, yeah, they're going to fix this, man, after he gone. And all the people who stood for Trump, they're going to go hide their tails. Because they know they helped this man destroy this country. Not fix it up. Not make it great again. They conspiring with this man to tear down the country, send people out illegally, arrest professors, attack judges, and the list goes on and on. This stuff that can't be disputed. But yeah, their response would be, They're going to call your name. He's this or he's that. Be honest, man. When you're talking to your family and y'all budgeting and y'all trying to pay these bills, be real with yourself. No bars. We're not going back to Obama. We're talking about Trump right now. We got a crisis right now. But that's y'all thing. Y'all want to keep going, point fingers. But guess what? You can't blame it on Obama. You can't blame it on Joe Biden, Bill Clinton. You can't even blame it on Bush. But y'all continue to try to go back instead of dealing with this lying piece of trash that we have for a president, man. And I only say that because he don't care about American citizens. And that's your only job as president, is your first concern are the American citizens. Not to teach hate. You start with, I want to hate trans, I want to hate this, I want to hate that, and I hate blacks, and I hate this. Because that's what this administration does. That is the message. That's who he attacks. John, you lying. You may be happy, but your pockets are not happy. John, I'm going to call you out on that. So you may be happy and dancing. We won. Trump. So you as an individual, you happy. Your child not going to be happy with how you going to struggle to provide for them. So continue to follow this man who don't care nothing about you. He made over 100 executive orders, but none for the American people. But he lied to you and said, on day one, I'm going to work towards lowering the grocery prices. He did the exact opposite. So continue to lie to yourself, but your pockets ain't going to lie. Them bills ain't going to lie. Them prices are not going to lie, man. Steve said everyone. Everyone didn't vote. It was like half and half. John, a lot of the people that voted for him have woken up. And you didn't see them marching. Some of them were Republicans. A lot of them voted for him. So because you vote for a man doesn't give that man the right to just tear down the whole country, because that's what he's doing. And he can't say, well, you voted for this. No, they didn't vote for that. They voted for your lies saying that you was going to help the economy. They ain't vote for you saying Elon Musk was going to be the president. That's not what people voted for. No bar said the Clintons. My 401k is fine. I don't know what you're talking about because that is a private entity. Right. Listen, I can look at mine, right? You can look at yours. You can lie about yours, but the experts talk about 401ks, period. There's no 401ks that's making money right now. All of them are going down. There's no stock market is going down. So stop getting on here lying just to say Trump is good. Trump is a disaster. He's disastrous for this country. But y'all want to keep lying. But you're going to have to answer in your own household when it's time to pay them bills. So you can come on here and lie all you want. Everything's fine. I don't see that cars are $10,000 more. I got my eyes closed. But when you personally got to pay them bills, man, you can't lie to yourself in that mirror. Stop trying to lie for that man. No bar said those are based on stocks, Bubba. That's my point. And the stock market is down. So whoever 401k, you must got it somewhere over some sure. I don't know what your 401k is, man. The majority, yet that would surprise me, man. If your 401k is involved in the stocks, let me tell you this, which most 401ks are. They're down. They're losing money, man. Okay, there ain't no professional victim. Somebody's got his eyes wide open. That's who I am. What about you? John Sherry. I've researched, man, and I've researched. There's a thing called research. Information is free, man. But y'all don't choose to do it because Trump don't allow y'all to think for yourselves. You're not even allowed to disagree with that man. I don't follow nobody that I can't disagree with. And you know Trump don't play that for y'all disagreeing with him. He would cut y'all off quick, fast, and in a hurry. He don't play that, man. You can't even think for yourself. His administration can't even think for themselves. That's why he surrounds himself with what he calls the greatest minds. And I guess y'all believe that. But you got the greatest mind who send war intel through a phone. They on the phone chatting, don't even know they got somebody on there, the news reporter, but they supposed to have the greatest minds. Somebody said my 401k is down 7%. And that's bad. And it's supposed to get worse, man. Thank you for sharing that, man. Good job. Keep saying that you made all this. We believe you, sir. Listen, somebody said something about his golfing. Listen, my thing wasn't even about the golfing. But y'all talk about fraud and waste. When President Trump is golfing at his golf course, he's charging the American government. Y'all point fingers and trying to fire everybody else, but y'all not looking at Trump and Elon Musk. President Trump is hustling Americans because the taxpayers pay for that. So while he's golfing, and when he has friends visiting Mar-a-Lago, the government get billed at the highest dollar. But y'all look at him as God. Y'all worship this man like he's God, man. Hey, Katie, you probably got the brain. If you still following this man and you see what he do, but you can't see it, it's like being in the Matrix. You don't even know you there. You don't even know you see it. But it's going on all around you, and everybody like, look. And you're like, I can't see it. That's you. That's your issues. Lawrence said you can't develop what he doesn't have. No bar said it's on the national debt report. Exactly. John said 1.7. Okay, John, let me drop a fact because they don't tell you this. You know the stock market lost 6 trillion in a matter of days. The stock market as a whole, man. But you don't know that kind of stuff because you're so far up Fox News and conservative radio and their lies, because that's what it is. Bug Savage said, how are your stocks, MAGA? Right, but people not going to tell the truth, man. Junior Teller said, I think everyone needs to calm down. Thank you, Junior. Now, John, listen, man. I want y'all to, everybody focus on John. John said, my stocks are 14% positive. So while the stocks is plunging, John got a special stock that don't nobody know about. His stocks are up 14%. Woo! Regina, the gas and eggs were going to adjust already. Gas is not the financial indicator. Go to the grocery store in a few weeks and see how much you can buy. Yeah, already seen the price difference already. And it's only been a couple of days. That's why it's next week or next month and see how things be looking. No bar said, laugh out loud. Make it make sense. Steve said, you're going to make money with Trump. Okay. No matter what, y'all gonna go with Trump, man. Y'all got your mind made up. And I'm not here to waste my energy on changing your mind. I just want to bring y'all the facts. And we can see, just to be honest, we can see what's going on around us. We're not going to have our eyes open and act like we don't see and say, nothing to see here. We're not doing that, man. We're not puppets, man. We got freedom to choose. Then we can change our mind. We can change our mind back. That's what freedoms look like. Not under Trump. He attacking judges who disagree with him. He attacking professors who say something speaking that he don't like. That's freedom of speech, man. But that's what y'all want, man. But if that was anybody else doing the exact same thing that Trump is doing, y'all same individuals would be complaining. But guess what? That's why he was allowed to put these tariffs in, because that money is going to affect everybody. You're not going to be able to hide from this one. It shows how competent, incompetent this president is, how he only think about himself, because this is self-inflicted. All that Trump doing now is self-inflicted, and it doesn't have to be. But Junior Teller said, I'm still at the border and I see the commerce goods coming just fine, but it is a little quiet today outside. Okay. Right, John. He called all this chaos in 2 months. You speak about 2 months, but he did over 100 executive orders. And guess what? American citizens were not in there, not to help them financially, not to lower these prices. This man has done the exact opposite. So that's my point. Thanks for bringing that up. He only been there 70-something days, but this man is tearing up America. But y'all want to keep holding on to it. Continue to hold. Picking Heat said you should leave the state and see how it is elsewhere. It's been like this for the last 4 years. Star Smooth said billionaires also have the money to move to a country that doesn't tax them as much. Taxing them more would just incentivize them to leave. No, now that their businesses are here. You can move anywhere you want, but your businesses are operating somewhere. And if they want to make a lot of money, they will have their businesses operating here. So those same billionaires, yes, they can move wherever. But if they got businesses here, they still got to pay taxes. John, I'm done with you, man, because you ain't doing nothing but lying. You saying your eggs is lower, you saying groceries is lower, and you saying your 401k is up. Man, that's the funniest stuff I heard. Now, John, you did make sense on that one, man. John, you said as far as clothing, just spend more wisely. I always do that. I don't have to buy the name brand stuff. You said something on that, John. No bar said grow plants. Green said, I'm living just fine. We ain't in the Great Depression, but we heading in the wrong direction. That's why they say we shouldn't be going backwards. We should be moving forward as a country. That's all I was saying. Don't say we. We know who we voted for, Finn. You know what you voted for. Listen, man, I appreciate this. There's a whole bunch of comments. I can't get to everybody. Man, y'all was on fire. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. But listen, I'm about to wrap it up. Golly, that was a lot of comments. I'm wrapping it up. Anybody got a last thought or comment that want answer before I go? I know you can't bring no faxes from Fox News, man. Your favorite channel. But research anything that I said, man. Get you some reading glasses. Slow the chat. You slow in the chat. I can't read everybody's chat, man. The solution. What's the solution for us as a country or as individuals? Because you can only choose for you as an individual. So for Bill, you said, what's the solution? You got to come up with your individual solution for you and your family. And back to how I started, man, that march, that protest was a beautiful thing because that was part of their solution. House 20 is Hills 20. Watch our taxes drop. I'm a business owner and I'm excited about our future tax for me and my workers, bring back jobs, drill baby drill. All that sound good, but how long would that take? Is that an overnight thing? Or would people have to suffer? Bill, appreciate you, man. John said, no, they've been having that for years. He said Trump is leveling the playing field. Okay. Hey, neighbor, I'm the one bringing the information. The burden is on you as to bring the proof. How can you say I'm wrong, but you're not bringing no proof? I bring the facts. Every day I come on here, but nobody can't point to none specific that I said that was a lie. You can just say, no, it's going to get better or this and that. Troy Hamilton, thank you for that, about the tax cuts. He broke it down he said people over 500,000 and the people under 500,000. Thank you. So Jason, thank you, said, no, it's not overnight. So basically he should have did a different strategy. Don't try to change all this on the back of American citizens. That was my point. So you expect American citizens to suffer for these 3 or 4 or 5 years for him to bring jobs back. And guess what? People going to still choose if they want to buy from outside, because you're not going to run this like no dictator where they can't buy products from outside the country. People still going to buy from outside the country, man. So y'all can bring all the plants you want over here. People still going to buy outside if it's cheaper, if it's better quality. No Bar said, bring back black-owned plantations. I don't know what you're trying to say on that, though, man. Thank you for that correction, witch doctor. It said it would get much worse than better. And it's 200K, not 500. Okay. I was just repeating what the guy said. I understand that, but I was repeating what the guy said. Listen, man, I thank y'all, man. Some of us going to agree. Some of us going to disagree. That's life, man. Don't take that stuff to heart, man. If I see something and I speak about it, that's what I'm speaking about. If you disagree, disagree and say why you disagree. Don't just say disagree because it's Trump. If it's cheaper to stay and pay, why come back? Yeah. Witch doctor, thank you for that. I appreciate y'all, man. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Y'all get some good stuff. That's what's cool about the America. Hold on, let me read that. Ian Thomas said that's what's cool about America. We all can have our own outlook. Appreciate that. Green. Listen, man, stop telling people they can leave if they don't disagree. We got a right to disagree here. It's not like other countries. So whose country is it? Who got to leave? But listen, man, thank you, man. I appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. Thank you for joining in. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Until next time, y'all be safe out there. Hey, listen, If you have not done it, subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell so you can be notified anytime I make a video. Thank you, man. Y'all be safe. Peace.